Portage. We are heading down to our dock, catch our boat, go to Isle Royale this morning. Vitinos came to send us off. It's a little drizzly today. The sun's trying to come out. Half of us have a 2-hour boat ride to Windigo. The others about a 4-hour to Rock Harbor.
By surface area in the world to get here. Congrats! Many before you have made the same crossing, but your experience here at Isle Royale is going to be all your own. So I'm Ranger Annalisa, and I'm going to welcome you to Isle Royale and give you a quick orientation, and then I'll give some really specific directions afterwards. So Isle Royale is also called Manong, which means the good place, by the Grand Portage Band of Lake Superior Chippewa. Manong is part of the ancestral lands of the Ojibwe and the Anishinaabe who cared for this land in time immemorial. So as you explore the good place today, take in what it has to offer you, but think about what you have to offer in return. The choices you make affect the park and its wilderness and the others who get to come and enjoy it. So we're going to learn how we can help Isle Royale stay wild. So I know it's early and I know you probably were all snoozing on the boat, but I'm going to wake you all up and we're going to do a little call and response. So I'm going to say, Isle Royale is so wild, and you, in your loudest, proudest voice, because you're really excited you're here, is going to say, how wild is it? Right? Okay, alright, ready? Isle Royale is so wild.
How wild is it?
Oh, that was really great. It is so wild, over 99.9% of the park is federally designated wilderness. So pays to know before you go. So now you all know, because you just came on a big boat, how isolated Isle Royale is. So it's important while you're out here to be conservative and self-sufficient during your trip. Most of your adventure will be spent outdoors. And for today, it's going to get into the mid-70s. There's a chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms. And then for the rest of the week, I believe there is also a chance of showers. But always be prepared, keep your rain gear at the top of your pack, always carry rain gear on you, because Lake Superior creates unpredictable weather, and a lot of the time we have random thunderstorms or rain showers that we weren't expecting, and then other times we're expecting rain and we get nothing. So always be prepared for changing weather here on the island. Potable water can be found here in Windigo, in between those two flagpoles over there. If you're going to Rock Harbor, there's potable water there as well. And then while you're out hiking, camping, your most convenient sources for water is going to be at campgrounds, and you're going to need to purify your water there. All right, Isle Royale is so wild.
How wild is it?
It is so wild that any selfies you take like during your trip you cannot upload till you get back to the mainland. It is fairly unlikely that you'll get cell service here, and if you do, there's a chance it's Canadian. So if you don't want roaming fees, I'd turn your phone on airplane mode. So it's important that you are very careful while you're out here. Take your time. You're on island time now, so there's no need to rush to wherever you're going. Be aware that trails are rocky and rugged, especially after it rains like today. They can also be really slippery, so please watch your step. Slip, trips, and falls is the #1 reason for accidents or injuries here on Isle Royale, so please take your time, don't rush. But no matter how careful we are, sometimes accidents do happen. So if an accident does occur, you're going to want to find rangers here in Windigo or over in Rock Harbor. And if you're out on trail or at campgrounds, you're going to want to help each other out and rely on each other to help out if needed. Park trails are marked at the beginning and at the end, as well as at trail junctions. They're brown posts that are about yay high. Sometimes they blend in, so make sure you're paying attention. Campfires are permitted here on Isle Royale, but only where there's clear metal grates. They're metal rings. If it's a ring of rocks, it's an illegal campfire, and we ask for your help with dispersing that. Isle Royale is so wild.
How wild is it?
It is so wild that it's the least visited national park of the lower 48, but its backcountry is the most densely used. So, any trash that you accumulate while you're here on Isle Royale, we would greatly appreciate it if you could pack it back out with you. Our trash man here has a really long commute to get back to the mainland. So everything in the park, from the smallest rock to the biggest moose antler, is protected, so please leave what you find so others can come and enjoy it. Take lots of pictures. Each campground has an outhouse, so use them. While you're on trail, if nature calls, you're going to be 50 steps away from trail and 50 steps away from water sources. Dig a 6-inch cat hole and then cover it up once you're done. If you plan on fishing at all while you're here, talk to a ranger or get a copy of the park's greenstone that has all of our fishing regulations in it. And then even though Isle Royale is so isolated, invasive species have found their way here. So if you're filtering from from the big lake, Lake Superior, and then going into one of our inland lakes and streams, we just ask that you wipe your filter down beforehand to help stop the spread of invasives. Isle Royale is so wild.
How wild is it?
It is so wild that its wilderness calls people back again and again, making it the most revisited national park. Annually, thousands come to enjoy the park's wilderness and the space, so it's important that you're sharing the space, not only with each other, but with wildlife as well. So who here wants to see a moose while they're here? Yeah, everybody's hand should be up. We all want to see a moose. I want to see a moose every day, and I wish I would see a moose every day. But as beautiful, and I really hope you all do see a moose, as really as beautiful and majestic as moose are, their behavior is very unpredictable, and they're very large. So if you see a moose, you want to make sure, if you hold your thumb out and you're not covering the moose, you're taking some steps back because you're too close. If a moose starts to change its behavior around you in any way, which means it stops and it stares at you for a really long time, or its ears go back and it starts huffing and puffing, you're definitely going to want to take some steps back. That moose is not happy you're around. And if you see a cow moose with a calf, you definitely want to get some steps away. And if you find yourself in a situation you do not want to be in with a moose, whether you're too close, you don't like the way it's looking at you, you're going to put something in between you and that moose. That could be a tree, a rock, a member of your hiking party, something in between you and the moose. It'll forget about you and go along its way. There are also wolves here on Isle Royale. There's about 31 wolves here. It's really unlikely that you'll encounter a wolf, but if you are one of the lucky ones, clap your hands, make yourself look big, scare it along its way. We don't want them to get used to humans, and I promise they're way more scared of you than you are of it. So just make some loud noises and it'll run away. Our other wildlife, though, our foxes, gray jays, and squirrels, are super pumped that you're here because they're going to do everything they can to steal your stuff. So make sure any food or anything that's maybe really smelly, zip it up in a container or a bag. Close your bag real tight. Don't leave your bags out or food out on tables because I promise someone will steal it, whether that's a squirrel or a fox. They definitely will steal it. I've seen foxes jump on tables and go through people's stuff right here. So please, and if you see a fox, clap your hands, also scare it away. We don't want them to get used to humans. If they get fed by humans and they rely on humans feeding them in the winter when no one's here, they will likely starve. So please do not feed the wildlife while you're here. But people don't come here just to experience wildlife. They come here to experience peace in the island's wilderness. So our park quiet hours are 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern, or 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Central. And Isle Royale has been getting pretty busy in the past couple years with visitors. So we're going to talk about, while we're permitting, some steps for safe camping if you happen to go somewhere and the campground's full. And then finally, give me your best one. Isle Royale is so wild.
How wild is it?
That might be the best one I've had all season. Isle Royale is so wild that many find peace, solace, and refuge in the island's wilderness. And in return, Isle Royale finds refuge in us. So whether this is your first visit or your 15th visit, thank you for helping Isle Royale stay wild. Now, if you haven't been listening, please listen now. I have some really important directions. If you are camping here in Windigo, so you're staying here in Windigo, you're going to get your stuff off the boat, and then you're going to come down to the pavilion and permit with either me, Ranger Jenna, or Ranger Julia. If you're going to Rock Harbor, you're going to get back on the boat, and if you're going to Macargo, you're going to get permitted first, and you're going to come straight to the pavilion to get a permit. If you're permitting here, if you're here in Windigo or at Macargo, and you do not have a park pass, so something like this, or you did not use pay.gov, you're going to permit up at the visitor center with Ranger Tyler, and he'll take care of your fees there. All right, and I believe I do have a group, a party of 10. So if you're that group, you're going to follow, well, I have one member of your party follow me. And then again, if you're headed to Macargo, straight to the pavilion, Windigo, wait for your stuff, Rock Harbor, get back on the boat.
As we said goodbye to our scout friends that were headed to Rock Harbor, we began to check out around the area of Windigo. We had our permits in hand with all the details where we would be staying during the week. So we headed up the hill to go visit the Windigo Visitor Center.
That's the original Liz from the Rocky Mages Lighthouse. What's that?
After leaving the Windigo Visitor Center, we headed down trail to our first campsite, which would be Washington Creek. As we headed down trail, we came upon a fox. There he is. We walked the planks to cross into Washington Creek. Found the group junction sign. And we selected group campsite 2. It was perfect for us.
It is.
Take a sight.
Lovely
Gage
sight.
just claimed a 10th site.
I'm over here. Is that a spot? Is that a spot over there?
Yeah. Fern surfing. I'm by myself.
Oh, fine. Just see, where do you want to?
Over there.
Over here?
Looks good, Brady.
Are these berries? Where are they?
Those are not berries that are edible. We got camp set up and the boys enjoyed hanging out at camp for a little bit. We had a nice picnic table here. We played some cards, had some snacks, and hiked back down to Windigo for the afternoon and had dinner on the deck at the restaurant outside of there. We also caught an exhibit about the lighthouses and the restoration of the lighthouse. All right. We are enjoying our site here at Windigo. Closing in on our... Hang on.
It was a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Closing in on our
Beautiful ending to a beautiful day.
end of day one.
Kind of like in Fern Gully at Washington Creek. It's a really beautiful view over there of the creek. I don't know if you folks have seen this yet or not.
Sorry.
It's got a lot of green. The only thing that could possibly make it better is if a moose was out there, but I don't think we're going to see a moose. Maybe we'll see one this time. Maybe magic will happen.
We got...
Or maybe we'll see boys peeing in the woods. I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Hey, Gage is over there brushing his teeth.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a cool view.
being a good scout, 30 feet off trail and all that, right?
Yep.
Good job, Gage.
So our day started with Nathan Combs. Maybe Nathan's in the tent. He was going to have to ride the Sea Hunter because I screwed up.
Oops.
And somehow when I canceled 2 rides, instead of taking us down to 8, they took me all the way down to 7, which was the wrong number. So then they filled the spots in that we canceled and Nathan's seat disappeared. Or somebody's. So Nathan, since he's our senior scout, was voted to take the Sea Hunter over. But Minnesota math prevailed, thank the maker, and he got on the boat with us. All thanks to Minnesota math and the public education system up here. So it was fantastic. God, what happened after that?
Oh, oh.
Earthquake. There was an earthquake in Washington Cove. That's what happened.
Boat ride.
Boat ride was good. Boat ride was good. It was smooth. met a guy done over 100 Boundary Waters trips. We met 2 guys that work on the Rock of Ages Lighthouse. Got great video footage of those guys just talking. Really cool stories. And then we got here, and we forgot our National Parks pass, so we had to buy some more National Parks passes.
We are rich in national park passes.
On my leg.
What's going on, Gage?
There's a bug stuck inside another bug.
A bug stuck inside of another bug.
On his leg. No, it's the back. Their butts are touching. I don't know what's going on.
That's, well,
They've become one.
I can't say it.
Just shoo it off, Gage.
Butt stuff going on there.
Yeah. It's like they become one big bug. I don't know. Yeah, do that
Good job.
somewhere else.
Weirdos. I mean, no one wants to watch that.
Yeah, except he just recorded it.
Oh, shit.
We'll edit that out. It'll be all right. All right, so tour of our campsite here at Washington Creek. And we'll start over here. We have a nice picnic table. Jen's enjoying. We got some music playing. There's a little trail there that goes back to another group site.
Just a stupendous view of the creek from there, too.
Yeah, not really worth it.
Show them the moose antlers.
Yeah, so over here we've got Josh's tent, little hammock for fun, some moose antlers hanging out here, and Jen and I's tent over there. Over here is the trail to the bivvies. Down there. 2 little bivvies down here. You can see them from there. And then over, whoop, phone flipped out there, sorry. Oh, there's Brady. All right, come over here to Brady's tent. Brady's tent. He's in a one-man tent.
B-E-E-Z. For the heck of things.
August and Easton are in this REI tent. I know we look like an REI commercial here. August and Easton, say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Anything for your parents?
I miss you. Mine's here.
All right. Got another REI tent over here, which is Gage and Nathan in that one.
Hi.
Nathan says hi. All right. So today we got 3.5 miles in.
Mile and a half here and there.
Yeah, we might have hiked back and forth between here and the Windigo store. Had dinner at the store, had some pizzas, reminded us of the Book It Club with Pizza Hut.
Book It Club, Pizza Hut, yep.
Yeah.
And a giant ice cream sandwich that unfortunately Jen and I ate the 2 big ones. Missy didn't get one. If looks could kill, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
But Missy gets first dibs if there's any ice cream sandwiches left in Rock Harbor.
Yeah, and if we find anybody passing out beer along the way.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure you girls get some.
Okay. All right. So, we'll see you all tomorrow.